So today is a different part of 10.1 extension, and it's where in the past, if we look at our old notes, we had just one single root in the bottom. With these, you have a square root and then you have another number. So in order to get rid of them, you want to multiply what's called by the conjugate. So if you look at this, you have a root b plus c root d. And then you have a root b minus. That's what makes them conjugates. And you want to multiply by the same exact thing, but just a different sign. The reason is, remember when we did this? X plus 5 times x minus 5? The middle term canceled out. You would have x squared minus 5x plus 5x cancels out, minus 25. So when you do that with these, your middle term's going to cancel out, and that's your square root part, okay? So you look at the bottom, and you see 2 minus root 2. So what you want to do is multiply by the opposite, 2 plus root 2. And remember, whatever you do to the top or the bottom, you have to do to the top. So now I would write this all out, 4 times 2 plus root 2. Over 2 minus root 2 times 2 plus root 2. So let's do this. The first, FOIL it, is 4. The outer is 2 root 2. The inner is negative 2 root 2. Goes away. And we have a minus sign. And you square the last. Root 2 squared is just 2. So if you want to write that down for the bottom, square the first. Square the last, put a minus sign in between. Okay, so now you want to distribute the top. You want to take 4 times 2 and then plus 4 times root 2. So you'll get 8 plus 4 root 2 on the top. And then 2 on the bottom. Now, in order to simplify that, you can only look at these 3 numbers. They all have to be divisible by the same thing. Remember, you leave this alone. So these are all divisible by 2. So 8 divided by 2 is 4. 4 divided by 2 is 2. And then 2 divided by 2 is 1. So actually, some of these are a little easier than the other day's 10.1 extension notes, because it's the same process. You look at the bottom, you look at the middle sign, and you multiply by the opposite. So we're going to multiply this by root 6 minus 4, root 6 minus 4. Sorry, my battery's running low. Okay, so you want to distribute 1 times all of this is just all of that. Right? You want to square the first, square the last, put a minus sign. So you get square root of 6 minus 4 over 10, negative 10. Sometimes the book doesn't like to have a negative in the bottom, so you can change all of those signs if you want. I will take it. I'm not sure what your Algebra 2 teacher would say. But you can say, Miss Diva would let us keep it. No, just kidding. So that's your final answer. All right, the next one. It's 1 minus root 5, so you're going to multiply by 1 plus root 5, 1 plus root 5. You're then going to distribute 8 times these two. So it'll be 8 times 1 is 8, plus 8 times root 5 is 8 root 5. On the bottom, square the first, square the last, minus sign. Almost lost my crackers. All right, so now you have 8 plus 8 root 5 over negative 4. And now you look at these 3. They're all divisible by 4, but I'm going to divide by negative 4 to get that negative out. So 8 divided by negative 4 is negative 2. 8 divided by negative 4 is negative 2 root 5. And then that goes away, so you don't even need that. All right, next one, you're going to multiply by root 3 minus 2 over root 3 minus 2. We're going to distribute. On the bottom, square the first, square the last, minus sign. So you get 5 root 3 minus 10 over negative 1. And you don't want to keep that negative 1 in, so you want to just divide by negative 1. Negative 5 root 3 plus 10. Almost there. All right, the next one, you're going to multiply by root 5 minus root 8. Root 5 minus root 8. So on the top, you're going to get 9 times root 5 minus root 8. Square the first, square the last, minus sign. Okay, you should notice that you can divide everything by negative 3. So you're left with negative 3 root 5 plus 3 root 8. I want you to pause this and see if you notice anything. This 8 could be broken down into 4 and 2. So that 4 comes out as a 2. So you get negative 3 root 5 plus 12 root 2. No, I lied. 6 root 2. Because 3 times 2. I'm not going to do that last one. I'm going to stop here. I think you have enough examples. Okay? And again, no assignment today. We'll get you an assignment next time. All right, have a good day.